A number of years ago, I was in a ministry position and I was just starting to feel like I was stuck. I knew something new was coming. I needed to do something different, but I had no idea what that was. So one night sitting in my office, I just said a simple prayer to God. I was looking out the window and I said, okay, God, what's next? And suddenly I hear God say to me, start this curriculum company. This voice was saying big things and bold things and scary things, and it was freaking me out. And so ultimately I told myself, look, David, just go to bed, and like so many other harebrained ideas you've had, this thing will go away in the morning. And the next morning when I woke up, it was the first thing that I thought of. And so I told God, wrong guy. And the thing that I was hearing back from God was, I know you're the wrong guy, and that's why I picked you. And I started to think about Moses at the burning bush. And I remember the conversation that God had with him where he's saying to Moses, go talk to Pharaoh and tell him to let my people go. And Moses is basically saying to him exactly what I was saying, which is, wrong guy, God, I cannot do this. And so I turned into the Bible and I read that story again to see what God said to Moses, and I loved it. All he said to Moses was, I will be with you. In other words, Moses, this is not about you. This is about me. This is about what I can do. And so I continued to pray and talk to some people and eventually said, okay, let's do this thing. In the past, I had used a lot of different curriculum, and some of those were biblically rich and some of those were wildly fun, but I couldn't find one that really did both of those things well. So when I started to develop Go, I knew that I wanted it to do both of those things. More than that, I wanted it to be God-centered, Bible-driven, easy to use, fun, and family-focused. But the real signature of Go is in its tagline. The tagline is, join the story. And we mean that in a couple of different ways. First of all, we want for kids to actually join in on the storytelling. Every 4 to 5 weeks, we use a very interactive, very creative storytelling method that puts kids right in the middle of the chronological story. Secondly, though, we want for kids to actually join in on God's story of love and redemption for humanity. We want for them to take that step of faith and become followers of Jesus. God's Word, the Bible, was finished almost 2,000 years ago, but the story isn't over. The story is still being written in the hearts and the minds of those people who follow Jesus. 4 times a year, Go clearly explains the gospel message to kids and invites them to respond to that by becoming followers of Jesus, which is incredible because they're now becoming a part of God's kingdom, having a forever relationship with Jesus. If someone has never used Go before, there's a couple of things that they can do. Number one, they can go to our website and download the 4 free lessons and give it a try. I guarantee people, when they try Go, they're gonna fall in love with it. But secondly, those people can check us out on social media. You can go to Facebook or Twitter or to Instagram, find out more about us. If you're someone who is already using Go, first of all, thank you. We're so excited to have you as a part of our family, but you can do more. Tell people about it. Tell other churches. We want to get this resource into as many people's hands as we possibly can because we know that something good is happening with this curriculum. And we know that together with those churches who are using it, we can reach more and more kids with the gospel of Jesus.